All right, in this video, I'm going over the fact and opinion graphic organizer for the short article Bike Ride Anyone that we read today. All right, fact. One fact in the text, if you go to, looks like it's on page 398. One of the facts it mentions is by the 1870s, we'll put a comma, James Starley of England was producing bikes. Okay, this is a fact. You can go back in history and validate this information, find evidence that this is true. So that's why it's considered a fact. An opinion on that same page is one bike designed in the United States. Whoops, I always do that with my thes. United States was considered a luxury. Now, this is an opinion because some people might not consider it a luxury. They might think, oh, yeah, that bike that was designed in the United States wasn't all that great. Now, many people probably did consider it a luxury. It probably was a very good bike, but again, this is an opinion. Not everybody is going to hold that opinion. Not everybody is going to think that it's a luxury, so you can't prove it beyond, it's not a fact. You can't prove that it's a luxury because luxury is in the eye of the beholder. Okay, another fact from the text. In the 1890s, horses were the main form. Oh my goodness. I must be off on my hand placement. Horses were the main, there it is with my the again, main form of transportation. Just goes to show how crucial your hand placement is on the keyboard if you want to be quick and accurate. See, I've placed my hands in the wrong spot and I'm writing completely different words. All right, again, we can go back, look at documentation to show how many horses were being used for transportation, how many bikes were being sold, and we can prove that horses were in fact the main form of transportation at that time. So that's why that's considered a fact. An opinion, the 1890s were the golden age of bicycling. Now, some people might disagree. They may say, hey, right now is the golden age of bicycling. We have so much more technology now. People with disabilities can now ride bicycles, different kinds of bicycles, lots of different innovation in bicycling. So this can be disputed. Some people may agree with this, some people may disagree. That's why it's considered an opinion. Okay, another fact from the text, Susan B. Anthony of the famous Susan B. Anthony dollar coin that many of you are probably familiar with, but yes, she was a real person, supported bicycling for women because again it was a easier way for women to get around. Oftentimes they weren't either allowed to ride a horse or they couldn't afford a horse. So any way that is going to make women be able to be more mobile is going to increase their freedom. So, and she was a strong supporter of women's rights. So that's why she was such a strong supporter of bicycling and how it could positively impact women. An opinion, isn't it wonderful? A bike could improve women's rights. So some people might not think that it's wonderful that a bike could improve women's rights, or somebody might disagree with the fact that a bike does in fact improve women's rights. So that's why it's considered an opinion, because there can be alternate points of view with good reasoning to back it up, so it's considered an opinion. However, Susan B. Anthony, no one could say, oh, well, she didn't support bicycling for women, because there are documented statements by her proving that she did in fact support bicycling for women. So there's no gray area. It's just, yeah, she did. It's a fact. But whether or not it improved women's rights, or whether or not you think that was wonderful, that is up to each individual person to agree with or disagree with, and they could have their own reasoning behind that. All right. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you on the next video.